Yo, 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 yo. We are back, the three lads. I'm your host, Red Devil Soul, with my two co hosts, G Banks and Joey Six Times. How are you guys?
Yeah, I'm pretty good. I'm pretty good.
Pretty good.
Could be better.
Pretty good.
All right, we have
Mathematically
a big
couldn't be
show.
better.
Yeah, yeah, top of the league, you are. Back where you were last season for
Back,
most of the
back
season,
where we
so
belong.
it's not good to see because I don't want to see no 21. But yeah, we got a big show to talk about today. So we're going to do obviously a little quick recap of our three games. Then, like the title says, it's going to be our big season prediction. We're going to do a big recap of obviously the transfer window, our how should I say it, top five, relegation, all that sort of stuff with the prediction leagues to get our little extra
Just the
points.
top. We're just going to predict in who's going to be doing what this season. Top goal scorers, assists, the whole bunch, everything.
And then obviously at the end of the show, we will be doing a big expectations sort of how we think our clubs are going to do. So we'll get into it straight away. Obviously, we'll go back to the recaps. I think we should
Jam
start
packed.
maybe. Ooh, who should we start with? The loser? Yeah, we might start with the loser this week of last week. So take it away, Banks. Shocking result. Is it or do we
I was gonna
expecting it?
say. I was gonna say, is it a shocking result? So
Yeah, you
yeah,
usually lose a bit
let me
right.
let me take it away. So this was pretty much copy paste from last season's game. It, almost identical how it panned out as well. But let's go. I don't want to go, but let's go. Let's take it away. So City versus Brighton away at Brighton, I should say. So Amex Stadium, I believe it's called. Usually we have a decent record there. We've you know we've won most games that when we played there and pretty comfortable as well until last season and now this season. So now it's 2 seasons in a row we've lost at the Amex, and again, like I said, exact same way. But anyway, let me just get into it. So first half, yeah, look, we were actually looking pretty well. Like we're passing the ball around, uh, opened them up a few times. And to be honest, if Haaland put away he had a few chances. If he had to put away the first couple, this could have been a really different game, and I could have been talking really differently right now. But again,
Yeah, he had at
the
least
same.
two good chances that he could have scored.
I argued three, but anyway,
Yeah, I was gonna say three, but the third, was it the second
it
one?
was.
Or the
Are you talking about the header chance?
Yeah, that one.
Yeah.
I think.
Okay. Look, it was a good save, but at the end of the day, I just feel like Haaland, his presence, his stature, the man's 6 foot. I think four.
Yeah, but he's
I'm pretty
always been
sure.
pretty bad at headering, so
But it
I don't
kills
really
me
expect
that
that
it
one to go
makes
in. That was
it's such a weird baffle. It baffles me so much that this man just doesn't know how to header the ball. A professional football. Not that he doesn't know how to header the ball,
This is
but
a strange
he's not
one.
good at it.
This is a strange
He's not
one.
good. Like he's good at everything else, like finishing wise, but for some reason headers, it's like God was like, "All right, if I make you good at headering, you'll be too. Then people actually might think you're a robot. So let me just nerf you a little bit
he's
here."
decent. He's decent.
Um,
It's just not the
yeah, it's
greatest
not. No, it's
for
just not
for
what
a
you would
big man.
expect. Thank you. Yeah, like for a big man, like it's like sometimes it's like even just not even like headering wise, like for attacking, just like when he's trying to hold up the ball and stuff, he never goes for like the header. He always tries to chest it down and stuff, and it can get frustrating sometimes because, like I said, like you said, sorry, big man should be able to take those down with his head. But anyway, back to the game. So we actually did get the first goal. Marmoush cuts through like two or three players. He was actually playing really well, especially in that first half. The only issue I do have with him is he has to let go of the ball sometimes. He can be prone to be a hog. Like he holds on for too long at the wrong times, and sometimes like when you doesn't want to like when he should be passing, he doesn't, and when he should be shooting, he doesn't. You know what I mean? He's one of those players. But at that moment, he did do well. He got past three or four players, and then nutmegs. I think one of the defenders. I can't remember who. And then Haaland Poacher's, right place, right time, picks the ball up in the 6-yard box, just has to not tap it in, but scoop it over the keeper. So, he had to get a little finish in there. And 1-0. And I was thinking, all right, happy days. Could be better, but happy days. Initially, what I was thinking. And then, second half, we go out there and we forgot how to play football again for some reason. And this time it was weird because we actually were 1-0 up, not like the last game where we were 2-0 down, right? So it was like, the boys, not like I'm excusing them or anything, but like the heads were down, whatever. It's like, but this time we're 1-0 up, we're not chasing the lead. Like, we've got this lead, let's maintain it. But instead, we're just like back to the same problems last season. And then everyone's making mistakes, and silly mistakes, like really like schoolboy era mistakes. I'm talking like, for example, Oscar Bot. Like, again, I'm not trying to shit on like individual players because everyone was shit. Besides, besides Trafford and Omar Mamush and Kusanov, everyone else was pretty horrible. But Oscar Bob gets in the 6-yard bulk multiple times. You'd think, all right, what's he going to do? Option one, there's Haaland and Marmoush in the box. You'd think he'll just smash it down across the 6-yard box, low and heavy, thinking one of them might get there. No. Okay, option two, maybe he'll chip it over, right? Maybe he'll go for that option. Try to chip it over because, they've got a couple of big defenders, why not? No. Option three, he'll go for the Rambona for some reason while there's 4 players around him, even though he's got those 2 other options. Again, just silly stuff. Again, back to Marmoush, he was doing silly things like not releasing the ball, not doing the right passes. Haaland missing crucial chances. And look, the substitutes we made were horrible. Joku came on. Who else came on? Ruben Diaz came on, and then did nothing. Their substitutes came on and scored 2 goals and won them the game. So like right now I'm pep out. So no, I'm joking. But look, at the end of the day, James Milner, coming out. I was gonna talk heaps of shit on him, but then he came out with that celebration, so I was like, all right, fair play, respect to him. But fuck you, Milner, you're a bitch. And then I can't remember the other guy's name, the German striker. Easy. Literally started from their keeper, which was like the last week's goal. Keeper bumps it up. John Stones tries to header it back. I don't know what he was doing. Heads it straight to their midfielder. He just lobs it over. Ruben Diaz is 1-on-1 with the defender. And obviously he's going to get over him every time because Ruben Diaz is not fast enough to get back. And then, poor Drafted gets sat on his ass and they score the second goal and with, a couple of minutes to spare. Heads on our ass all over again. And, literally carbon copy of what happened last season. It was not exactly the same, but pretty much identical. I think they even scored near the last minute. It's like we didn't learn at all. Back to the same mistakes. I was speaking to Yusuf about this today. If this was any other time, I would have been like to you, I'm not stressed at all, boys. This is typical City. I can't wait for our 15 games in a row win streak, right? But the trauma and the heartache from last season, that's still creeping in. I'm not going to lie. Like, you know what I mean? And it's like one of those things where it's like, is this shit all over again? Or is it, just early nerves, new players settling in, whatever? At the moment, I'm hoping it's the latter. It's just new players, whatever. But again, it's not looking good from last season, like what I was saying. So, at the end of the day, the only thing I can say is 2 tough fixtures and then another tough fixture. But the only way I can see it is we can only go up from here now. You know what I mean? Like we've got the spiders out of the nest now. So all I can see is just go up. Otherwise, it's back to literally the same shit we did last season and nothing has changed, even with the signings we've made. So again, a bit early because it's only 3 games in. If this was midway through the season, my tone would be very, very different right now. I'm not gonna lie, but it's only 3 games in. What can I say? Like, you know what I mean? So, and it's not like we've lost to horrible, horrible teams. It is Spurs. We always lose to Spurs and Brighton, which everyone here on this panel has lost to. So, not completely like, meltdown. But look, if we lose to them lot down next when we come back from international break,
What happens if
then
you do lose
I'll
to
be
us?
making. Yeah, then there'll be emergency meetings by myself, for sure. But if not, then we'll see. But at the end of the day, all we can do is just move forward. That's all I can say. There's not more I can add on.
I think City, like last year and this year, you just lack the composure to like do what you used to do and just like kill the game off with passing and movement and just not giving it away and just like drawing the teams onto them and then shifting the ball around them with ease. Last year, and it seems like this year, you just don't have the ability to do that.
I think it's a bit of that, and it's a bit of also we've lost that fear factor. You know what I mean? Like,
before
that's
a massive thing too. Now teams know they can get at you now, so teams
100%. Like
they're having success doing it.
Bro, before, like, if you were 1-0 against City with 60 minutes, 70 minutes to go, you'd be like, oh, what do we do here? Do we, like, you know what I mean? You'd be buckling, right? Now they say, like you just said, not even if you're 1-0 up, 1-0 down. If you're 1-0 down and you're 60, 70 minutes in and you've got fast wingers or fast players on the bench, you can definitely go at Man City these days. You know what I mean? And the proof was in the pudding from last season. You know what I mean? And it's crept into, like I said, it's crept into this season. So, and Nick makes a good point here. You know, like, I don't think they'll barely make fans four. Calm down, but like, yeah, they just still play like last season. You know what I mean? At the end of the day, it's not the City that we know and expect. Have come to expect. You know what I mean? Like, but yeah, look, at the end of the day, the only saving grace, and it's shit saving grace, is, like I said, it's still early days because it's 3 games in. So we'll see what happens. New players, still time for them to gel. And from what we've seen, they can play. Like, Reinders had an excellent game in the first game of the season. Cherky, when he came on for those that little cameo, he looked great. You know what I mean? Trafford actually was man of the match in that game, in my opinion. He had, like, big shout out to him. He actually made some really crucial saves. It could have easily been maybe 3-1, 4-1, because they could have scored much more earlier if it wasn't for him. So he kept us in the game until the 90th minute. You know what I mean? So fair play to him. And, you know, if it wasn't for that freaking silly penalty and then the last minute goal, who knows what would have happened. And if we actually had put away our chances, you know what I mean? But we can't play like this. We can't play the whole season where we have to outscore you. I'm sorry, I'm not, like you said, I don't have that belief yet our team has that composure to be like, if we did, like, if we were that team from I'm talking the years when we had Sane, Sterling, Aguero, where we'd come out and score 4,
don't have
right?
wingers. That's exactly right.
Yeah,
you don't have good wingers.
Yeah,
You've
exactly.
got Oscar Bob. You've got Marmoush over there, which is in the wrong position. He should be playing in the middle.
Yeah,
I don't
which
think
he
Doku's
was.
done that great since he's been there. Like, he was all right the first season because he was unpredictable, but now everyone's caught up. And I don't think you have those 2 great wingers that you have now. You're too reliant, especially with De Bruyne gone. You're heavily reliant on Haaland scoring most of your goals, and maybe Marmoush.
But this the silly
but
thing.
your
So
wingers-
we're relying on him to score, but who's going to provide him? Like you just said, like,
your wingers are
we
not that good.
don't have wingers. Yeah.
I don't think you have any good wingers.
Like Savinho,
you usually have.
Like Savinho, like, has potential. He's only young, and like you said, Doku hasn't really come up and lit up the stage like he's supposed to
You don't have any scoring wingers.
Yeah, we don't have those, like, crucial, not even scoring wingers, just the wingers that were, like, for example, Sane was a great winger back in the day. He'd always be in the right place, right time. He scored, exactly. He scored a lot of goals, got a lot of assists. Same as Sterling had a 40+ goal season with Pep. You know what I mean? Multiple times, which is insane.
Sterling did come up with a lot of goals.
That's what I mean. The scoring winger, you don't have that anymore.
Yeah, and I agree. That's what I'm saying. I'm agreeing with you. It's
Yeah.
just it's
And
it's
Definitely not.
Stones and Ruben just don't look as what they were like 2 3 years ago. So I think you
yeah.
didn't really address your centre back situation as well. Maybe the right back, but
No, look, I feel
everything
like
else looks alright. But I think it's your wingers that are really like keeping you like putting you down right now because they're just not good. I don't really think your wingers are doing much.
well, look, at the end of the day, I do definitely agree with you. Our wingers haven't lived up to the previous wingers we've had in our club. You know what I mean? And they definitely are different wingers that we've come to have, at City. But at the end of the day, they aren't putting up the same numbers, and you can see it's a proof on the field. From last season and onwards. You know what I mean? So, look, I don't know what Pep's going to do now that we've got Donnarumma now. It's going to be interesting to see how we're going to play. Because the way we play, we all know we play out from the back. I know we haven't been really good at it for the past season or so, but usually that's how we play. I mean, most teams do play from like that anyway. But with Donnarumma, we all know that man, that's not his specialty. So it's going to be interesting. Is Pep going to adapt, or is he going to try change Donnarumma? But I don't know. Like at the end of the day, it's going to be interesting. It's going to be, yeah, we'll see what happens. At the end of the day, all I can say is we move forward. We just have to move forward. Like again, big game. We have to prove ourselves in this next game coming up. But we'll talk about that when it comes when it's closer due. But in the meantime, yeah, we move. Good on you, City. Well done. Made me happy for another week. Woohoo.
So yes, bottom half of the table at the moment, I see, but
Yeah, look,
hopefully you'll be
somewhere where you're familiar in, you know what I mean?
nah, I'm
What was
talking
that
about my
talk?
team
What was
now.
that talk 3 weeks ago? The talk.
Yeah, top of the league. Yeah, I remember I
I
just
don't know
messaged
what you're
top half
talking
of the
about.
table at
I
the
feel like
moment,
he's a
so yeah.
yapping absolute trash. I don't know
Nah,
what.
alright.
It was the first game of
So
the season. Why would anyone say that? To be honest, like, yeah, fuck, calm down.
no, yeah, alright, we'll move on. So next one will be I'll just go. So United versus Burnley. We'll just have a quick little recap on this. So we end up winning 3-2. Did put a little bet on with Banks that if my team scored 3 goals, I'll buy him a skin on Marvel. And somehow my team scored 3 goals, which I didn't see coming.
Pay
So
out,
yeah, I'll get you
pay out.
one. You just tell me which one and I'll get it.
Actually, I was gonna make you
Yeah,
buy me this new penny one, but don't worry.
the new penny one. Yeah, I
I
seen.
already bought it. I already bought it.
Wait,
Don't worry.
oh, did you?
Yeah.
All right.
So,
So yeah, first half, we were good first half. I thought we were really good first half. We probably should have scored maybe 3 or 4 more goals. Um, and Brumo had 2 good chances around the 15-minute mark. One of them just missed the net far post. He did a little, it's called off his weaker foot, try to cut it across the keeper, just missed. But who else had the 2 chances? Xerxes had a good chance, and Ahmad, we had 2 great chances from him. One from a corner and one from a break that he really should have scored from. It was good counter attacking. We ended up getting a little break. He passed it on to Mbeumo. Mbeumo gave him a little pass back, and he absolutely skied it to the left. But yeah, in the end, we ended up coming off winners, luckily. But it was good to see. I don't really want to talk much about the game. We'll just get really into the result sort of thing. Look, we didn't really play. How can I say? Second half we didn't play that great, but we still won the game, which was good to see. Uh, see, what should we
was it
do?
just because of the manner of the game, how you won it? Like that's what made it frustrating because it was like a last minute
Yeah,
goal,
yeah, it
whatever. You
was.
know
It
what I
was
mean?
literally the last kick of the game, and we should have ended it within the first half. But
Yeah. Okay.
the second half was really, I didn't really get to watch much of the second half. I sort of passed out. It was really early in the morning. So I did go back, watch some highlights, but from the highlights, we didn't really do much. So,
Mm.
like I said, it was the same old, same old. In the second half, they came back with a quick goal. Then we ended up coming right back with another goal, third, and then they ended up. What was that second one? The second one, the goalkeeper again. Oh my god! Thank God we have another goalkeeper coming because I'm so sick of seeing Ben Yedder in the goal or Onana.
I was about to say it
One.
could be two new debuts in the Manchester derby for keepers this coming on.
Yeah, they probably
for
will
me,
be.
yeah, that's what I'm saying for both of us. Like there could be a very potential chance that there could
Yeah,
be
we can
two
get.
debuts.
We'll talk more about our new signings soon, but yeah, we ended up winning 3-2. Luckily, with the last penalty from Bruno, they ended up pulling the shirt of Ahmad, which I didn't think was a penalty because I thought he sort of tugged him at the outside of the box. So we were lucky to get away with that one. But we did. Oh, shit. But we did get a penalty shout in the first half from Kyle Walker. If you've seen, pulled on him and Mason Mount had a little tussle in the first half. Probably got pulled down. It was a 50-50. I thought that was a bit tough call as well. I thought we should have got a foul at the edge of the box, but ended up being a foul towards Mason Mount somehow. But then, like I said, we ended up winning the game anyway, so it was good. We finally got the 3 points on the board. Not really much more to talk about than the Burnley game. So yeah, really just want to add on.
No, look,
Like I said, I didn't really get to watch the second half, so I can't really speak much of the second half. But the first half, we were really good. Should have scored three or four more goals.
well, look, I was going to say this is probably again, I'm not even trying to be funny. Besides the Arsenal game, this is probably the most complete your team has played in this whole
Nah,
season.
like I said, the second half was pretty terrible. We let
Okay,
Tigger
not the
fly.
second half, but maybe the first half anyway.
Yeah, the first half
you
was
look
good.
like you play like a team. You know what I mean? Like
It's
I
still
don't know about you. You can tell
same
me.
things are happening. We're just not finishing. Yeah, the same
But,
things are really happening. We're just not finishing. Like we get good chances. We do good build-up play. Everything's looking all right. But as soon as we get into the box, we just keep missing the chances, which is hopefully changes soon. Hopefully, Mbeumo did score, but hopefully, Cunha actually did get injured in the game. Hopefully, Sesko starts soon, which is really annoying. I hate seeing Mason Mount playing. Obviously, you already know this. I don't like seeing Mason Mount and Bruno on the pitch at the same time.
Not shit.
He's just a workhorse. That's really what he's doing. All he is there for to press and to try to get the ball back. He's not really doing much in attack. Hasn't really lit up since he's been there. But I don't know why we're not playing Sesko because I think the very first week, all that the club was raving about was how fit he is, how good he looks in training and this and that. But we still haven't seen him start. I don't know if it's just because Amarim's trying to keep the pressure off him, like throwing him straight in. But hopefully he starts to
100%.
get used because he needs to really get some starts in. That's all I really think about Sesko.
You want to see a big
Yeah,
money signing striker. They want to see the new striker.
Yeah, I do. Especially, of course, like I said, he should have been starting the last two games. Then he'd be coming on the last 30 minutes and not really doing much. He's getting like one chance in the last really 2-3 games. So he really needs to start to get more rhythm with the team. But like I said, we'll get more into the expectations. I still believe Amram will be getting. Yeah, he probably will be if we get onto a bad run of games, especially if we lose against City. I think after that we got an easier game, and then right after that we got Chelsea. So if we lose them two games, we're going to be definitely straight back under pressure. But yeah, we just got to see. We got a new goalkeeper. Yeah, the whole front three. We'll get more onto the expectations of our teams a bit later, so I don't really want to get into that. It's more just a quick recap of our game. And yeah, we got our 3 points. That's all I like to see. I don't care how we got it, last kick of the game, but we're above City. That's good.
Well, I think that game was just all about getting the points. Really, at the end of the day.
Like I said, we should have came away straight in the
Much,
first
yeah,
half.
much similar to the game of Liverpool and Arsenal. I guess we'll go into that quickly. Just delve
Best
into that
game of the
one
week.
quickly. Yeah.
For sure. That game was a very good game. Oh, not good game to watch, but a good goal.
Yeah. It was more of just a battle. First half, like I'll say, Arsenal probably had the better amount of possession and play, but didn't really carve out anything. Madueke got isolated Kirkez. Oh, what's happened? Madueke isolated Kirkez a few times. Kirkez had him every single time. That was about the biggest threat Arsenal posed down the right hand side, and it was pretty much just the long balls over the top as well. But they start the game with three DMs and 4 centre backs, and a keeper. So out of 11 players, you got 8 defensively minded players. Tells you the type of game Arteta wanted to play, and he got it. Second half opened up a bit. I've seen anyone who watched the full match, you would have seen Bertz in the second half started to find his feet a bit, started to take people on, and just he looked pretty good. Obviously, we want to see more of that, and we want to see a bit more. We want to see goals and assists from him, but that was definitely a good second half. I mean, best second half in the Liverpool shirt, or the best half the football he's played in the Liverpool shirt this year, competitively anyway in the Premier League. Then it all came down to the beautiful Hungarian man himself. Free kick, 32 yards out, top right-hand corner. See you later. Sent the cop into mad frenzy. There was ecstasy in the cop end. And Liverpool walk away at 1-0 winners. Handed Arsenal their first defeat of the season, coincidentally picking up our first clean sheet of the season. So yeah, it's good to see. Haram Ball didn't win this time.
It's funny, these lot came, like you said, with 4 centre backs, 2 defensive midfielders. Set piece, ole. And
Yeah, they got lots of set pieces too. They got so many set pieces as well.
Yeah,
but they had like 10 corners or something. But I will say big ups to Van Dijk. He was amazing, and Joey Gomez when he come on, man, in 20 minutes he won the most headers in the match, the most duels in the match. It was like that Joey G that was partner of Virgil van Dijk, I think in the 2019 season, I believe. It was beautiful stuff to witness. But yeah, top of the table, 2 points clear of second, who I think is Chelsea. Jokeres has done absolutely nothing. He got bullied to the shithouse by Van Dijk, Konate, and Gomez. The only one who looked all right when he came on was Eze. There was once or twice he did do. He did beat Soboslai. Martinelli couldn't get past the Hungarian all game. It was just lovely to watch. This guy right back too. I don't know what we're going to do, really. He's played right back in 2 games, 1 man of the match in both of them. Obviously scored the cracker. And then for the other game, he done that feint step over against Newcastle. He done the step over fake shot, which laid it off to Rio. I don't know how. I don't know. We're going to have to keep him on the pitch, but at the moment, whether that looks like when we start getting our right backs back, does he get back into midfield?
If you're going to keep him as right back, sell a spring pong if you're going to keep him as right back. Sell a spring pong if you're going to keep him as right back.
No. Because to be honest, I think I want to see Frimpong on the right wing. In some games, I just feel like we could do with a bit of a mix up on the right hand side every now and then. Not saying every game, but Salah is aging. He hasn't had the best start to the season, performance wise. There was a couple of times against Arsenal when his first touch just wasn't what it normally is, and There was a couple of times there was one he probably should have hit first time and he probably would have scored, but he didn't. Try to take a touch, bobbled the touch. So yeah, it would just to mix it up. And obviously, Soboslai can't play every game, every competition, so other players are going to get a turn. But until he makes a mistake, I don't think we can drop him from that position, to be fair. Anyways, that's pretty much all I have to say. Take that, Arsenal.
You definitely got to keep
It's
putting
funny how
back in when he gets there.
It's funny how all the talk changed after the game to, oh, it was just a free kick that decided the game. What did you expect us to go to Liverpool and take them toe to toe? But yet the chat before the game was never, you've never been this confident. You've never been this relaxed about coming to Anfield. We'll come to Anfield for the 3 points this time, not for a draw. That's what champions do. Blah, blah, blah.
Oh,
I just find it funny from them that they're sort of complaining that what is it called? That they should have came away with at least a result from this game because they played well. Obviously, like you said, you just won from a free kick, but wasn't the same 2 weeks ago when obviously we should have probably came away with a point against their game, but they kept saying, "Oh, a win's a win." So yeah, suck shit really to Arsenal because a win's a win.
3 points is what wins you the title. Yeah, you can have the we should have got a point at Anfield trophy. And we move on.
They love it.
Yeah,
they do.
We'll move on to the big predictions of what we're going to be doing this season. So we're going to be doing a lot. Obviously, the top 5 relegation, FA Cup winners, Champions League winners, League Cup winners. Top goal scorer of the Premier League. We'll predict who we think is going to get that. Assists, most clean sheets, and player of the season. So this will be our big big predictions for the season. This will give extra points going towards obviously our little prediction league that we're doing with each other and Nick when he jumps in. So already beaten Newcastle and Arsenal. Yeah, definitely. And quickly get on address this. Already beaten Newcastle and Arsenal in the early stages. Already give Liverpool some edges. Definitely does. They haven't played well, but they're still coming away with the 3 points.
Gives us a mental edge as well. The fact that, we haven't played that well, but we've still beaten teams. But against Arsenal, defensively, we've shown that this team isn't a team that's just going to leak goals left, right, and center when we actually focus and prioritize defense to some degree. If we can hold Arsenal out and score one on them, they haven't had a goal score against them all year, and we haven't had a clean sheet all year. And they're meant to be our biggest competitors this year for the title, and we kept them out. It was easy. It was pretty easy to keep them out, to be fair. Obviously, they didn't have Bukayo Saka. I will give him, he's one of their better players. Obviously, with him, it will be slightly different. But the way Kirko's played, good luck.
Good luck.
Yeah, he did play well. Him and Madueke had a good battle. So
yeah.
Quickly get on to take this off quickly. Then we'll move on to our big predictions. We'll get straight into it. We'll straight into the top 5. So who's going to start with the top 5?
No, might as well go with the person that won it last season, champion. Hurry up.
All right. Champions start first.
Is this in order?
Yeah,
remember we really said if you get it right in the right position, you get 2 points for 2 extra points for it if you get it in the right position.
Right.
If you just get like I said, if you pick Liverpool first,
if you get the champion right, you get the points, obviously, right?
Liverpool.
So this is how it will work. All right. If you get what is it called? If you get them in the right position, so if you pick Liverpool to come first, and then
Mhm.
Liverpool come first, you get
Yeah.
2 points for that. If you pick Arsenal come second, then
Oh,
Arsenal
you
comes
get 2
second,
points
you
for
get 2
that.
points
Okay.
for that.
Yeah.
But if you pick Arsenal to come first and they come second, you still get 1 point because they're in the top 5. I'll still
Yeah, I
add
get
1
that.
point
Yeah.
for it. Same thing with
Alright,
the
cool.
relegation.
Okay.
It's just the extra.
Yeah.
We read it down last season. I just haven't recapped it yet.
Yeah. Sweet.
Okay.
All right. So my top 5: Liverpool. Second again, ole Arsenal.
Second again to
Chelsea.
Arsenal.
City. Forest.
Forest.
Alright.
Yeah, that 5th spot's going to be pretty tricky because Newcastle came off to a little bit of a shaky start with their two draws and a loss. So whatever it is, but we'll see.
Next up,
I just think
Liverpool
Newcastle
first.
have Champions League football this year. I just don't think they have a big enough
Last time,
squad to go hard in the Champions League and in the Premier League. And this happened to them last time they tried, and they haven't really.
right.
Yeah, they've replaced the players they had, but they haven't really added on that much depth. Really, I know they have signed a few players, Elanga and stuff. Like they have definitely strengthened. Not having to dig Newcastle fans, just chill out, don't come at me. But yeah, I don't know. I just think Forest as well. They almost got it last year. Very, very close.
I don't
They
know.
have
Forest got
and
Europe. They got Europe as well.
Yeah, but
Well, he's put it in.
yeah.
We feel like
All right, I'll go next then.
Convincing. Yeah, true.
I'm a little bit biased with this one because obviously I don't want Liverpool to win the 2021. Obviously, I'm going to put Arsenal again to come first, which I don't think they probably will. I think it might be Liverpool, but I just want Arsenal to win, just because I don't want Liverpool to. So Arsenal first, Liverpool second, Man City third, Chelsea fourth, and I think Thomas Frank might do some good with Tottenham. They look pretty well, doing well from their first 2 games. Obviously not the third one, but I think Tottenham might come fifth.
Yeah, you know what? I actually haven't given Tottenham. Yeah, fair enough. It's valid. It's definitely valid. I don't think yous or Tottenham will have as bad of a season as you did last week.
Nah, but we're not going. But they've been playing really well. Plus, they've got some good signings now. Paulinho on loan. Xavi Simons.
Paulinho on loan. Xavi Simons. Whole new midfield now.
Yeah, they got a decent
Whole new
midfield now.
midfield.
Kudos is pretty good. If
They definitely do actually.
Shooting
that
the goals
Matthias
again.
Tell.
Yeah, and then their left wing will probably be Tell or Brendan Johnson. So they got a decent team, and their centre backs. I like Mickey
depth
van der Ven.
actually.
Yeah, Mickey van der Ven's good.
No,
I like him. So.
I rate him, and you can't.
Yeah, Romero's
Christian
annoying,
Romero.
but he's good.
Christian Romero.
Yeah, he's annoying, but he's good. Yeah,
He's really good.
And then I like Porro and I like Jed Spence, but I'm more like what's his name? Udogie. I like Udogie. Yeah, I think he's a really good left back.
Yeah.
So
yeah, he's good, and Porro is. I don't know. Porro's good, but he just obviously has
decent.
his.
He's like a better Delot, I reckon. Delot, like just a little bit better. They're both exactly the same. So they do some stupid shit, but
yeah,
yeah, I think Tottenham will actually do pretty well.
Yeah, that's fair.
All right. Well, lucky last, I guess. So I am going Manchester City first. I've gone Liverpool second, Arsenal third, Chelsea fourth, and then I've also done the same and gone on the Frank train and picked Tottenham as well.
Yeah,
and picked and picked Tottenham fifth as well. Not because they just beat us as well, but they have looked really convincing And you know what's funny? Every time they do beat us, they always lose the next game afterwards. So that was
they got
bound to happen anyway.
Milani as well. Like, I don't mind him, eh?
Bro, they got some good
And they
players.
have, bro. They actually have
Richarlison's
got
like
a lot of players.
Richarlison's looking good as well now. So like, you know,
I've got
we'll
3
see what
strikers
happens.
now. Like, you can even put
well,
Milani on the left wing if you wanted to.
Kudus looks good as well for them.
Yeah,
So,
Fuck.
yeah,
You
they've
know
got
what?
some good players. No, you can't change it
Should have done my
now.
research. Should have done my research.
All right, so that's my
they do look
top
alright, man.
5. That's my top 5. All right, so what's next?
Relegation. So 18, 19, 20 is how we're gonna do it in order. Like, if you want to do it in order.
I guess I'll go first now. And
Actually, are we gonna put the extra points on this one? Did we do extra points last season? I just think we
can't
just did
remember.
relegation, eh?
No, I think we just did relegation. Yeah.
Who we thought were gonna be in the bottom 3.
Yeah,
Well,
It'll be 1 point for each one if you get them right. Put 1 point over here. 1 point.
So I've got 18th. I've got Brentford. I got Burnley at 19th, and I got Wolves on 20. Yeah, I think Brentford are going down. See you later, bees.
So who'd you say 19th again? Sorry.
Burnley, and then Wolves in 20.
Burnley, and then Wolves.
Yeah, see you later. Adios. Sunderland and Leeds are looking okay.
Yeah, Sunderland looks obviously, but we've seen that happen with Nottingham Forest. Didn't they buy like 100 people and they just barely scraped in?
Yeah, well, that's what I mean.
Then they started getting good.
Exactly. So we'll see. And I don't know the teams that I did pick. So for example, Wolves haven't made any signings.
No.
Burnley, I don't just feel like they
haven't made no signings either. No.
Yeah, but Fulham have been
Fulham are decent.
Fulham are decent. I've actually
and they haven't got
a few games to be honest.
Brentford and Wolves.
Yeah, like that Chelsea game could have been there. That Chelsea game could have been very different if the VAR didn't intervene. And really badly, they fucked up really badly on that one. But anyway, back to it. Yeah, so that's my bottom 3. But Brentford, Burnley, Wolves. I mean, it really doesn't matter, but that's the order I have it in.
Yeah, Brentford, Burnley, Wolves.
Yeah.
All right, I might as well quickly jump on mine 3 then. So I went Wolves 18th, Burnley 19th, and then I picked Leeds 20th. That's just the hate for Leeds for me. So yeah, get down to 20th. Fuck off.
I've got Leeds, Sunderland, and Wolves.
Okay. I think Sunderland going down.
A little bit of a mixture then. At least all 3 of us have got Wolves. 2 of us have got Leeds. 2 of us have got Burnley. Yeah, then a little bit of mix up with the Sunderland, Brentford, and who did I put? Oh no, yeah, 2 of us have got Leeds. Yeah,
Sunderland. No one picked West Ham because they won 1 game.
Yeah,
I just think West Ham is
a decent team. Yeah,
Potterball's gonna come through eventually. You saw a glimpse of it in that Nottingham Forest game, but yeah. All right, what's next? What do we got?
You want to go next? The big one. We'll do the big one first. Champions League. Who's winning the Champions League? Who do you think's going to win the Champions League?
City.
Liverpool.
How long since it's been a back-to-back? No.
I don't know. Ask Real Madrid.
Yeah,
not long. Like maybe 3 years ago.
Ask Real Madrid. I'm pretty sure.
I've got
how many times now?
Spanner in the works. Let's go Barca. Come on, Rashford.
It's so funny. I'm gonna take a photo. I actually had Barca question mark in my list, like thinking maybe they might have a chance, but no, City.
FA Cup winners.
He's not gonna believe what I picked. He's not gonna believe it. But and this is like a serious. This is serious as well. Like I'm not even trying to be funny. City for the FA
City?
Cup. And I'll tell you why. No, I'll tell you why. Like I'll give you a convincing, you know,
There's no way you win
analysis
the
why.
Come on, chill out. Okay.
No, nothing to do with. All right, the other ones, these are shit. All right, I'll admit the Champions League one was shit. Even the League one, I'll admit, is definitely shit. We hope, right? But I'll tell you why the FA Cup. So for the past, I think, is it 8 seasons? We've come we've either went to the semis or the finals in the FA Cup. We've won it 4 times in that span, and then lost it. Well, not lost, but lost 2 finals, and then obviously been knocked out in the semi in the others. We do like this cup, you know what I mean? We get far in this cup, and I feel like last season, how it panned out, I feel like Pep has something on his, has something to prove, and maybe could be his last season. And he does love this cup competition, so yeah, we'll see. That's why I picked City. This is probably the most serious one I picked out of all, 3. But yeah, City for FA Cup.
Yeah, I don't know why I've picked my one. I just went random as hell.
Okay, who'd you pick?
I put Chelsea.
Okay, yeah, I could see Chelsea
Yeah.
as well. They are a cup team.
Yeah, okay, definitely.
And who'd you pick, Joe?
Liverpool.
Arsenal.
No, Arsenal. We picked Arsenal. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So, I don't know. Yeah,
He's got to win something. He's got to win something this year. Has to win something this year.
It would be funny if it doesn't be good. But
Yeah,
yeah, it just depends on like.
I don't know. I just feel like
as well.
I will give them credit. Like they're too good of a team to just not win anything this many years in a row. Like, something's going to work out for them sooner or later.
I hope not. I do.
Yeah, so do I.
Win the league.
We're not going to win the league. No way. No.
I know. I'm just hoping. That one's more of a hope one as well, like Banks' one. And the League Cup winners. I'll quickly go on this one. So I actually picked City. I actually picked you to win this one, Banks, for some reason. I know. It's like,
out of all the cups, I didn't pick this. Out of all the ones I didn't pick City for this one. I picked Newcastle.
Usually,
I think they're gonna go. I think they're gonna go back to back.
Back in the day, like when Pep was starting, he used to win this and then get a little bit of momentum, and then start winning games in the second half of the season, and then you'd come and win the league. You just wouldn't maybe not win the FA Cup as like you said, like in that same year, because obviously you couldn't get the treble, but like 3 or 4 times. But you did win the FA Cup, and then the next year you'd win the League Cup, and then the next year you'd win probably the FA Cup. So I don't know. Yeah, I just picked you to win the League Cup. I think you will win something probably. So it's either like you said, the FA Cup, or maybe I think would be the League Cup.
Yeah, well, look, I wouldn't be against that. I would like to see a trophy. You're right. There was a time where Pep used to take this competition very seriously. Like, the people used to tease us because we would be fielding our, strongest 11 in the 3rd round and shit. You know what I mean? So, and I hope he does that this season because, we need that confidence back at the end of the day. And if it can make, like I said, spark a run, then why not? But I don't know. I just feel like Newcastle I feel like this is their trophy now. You know what I mean? They've had a taste of it now. And I feel like, they might do something like that, what we were doing, you know what I mean? Like make this their little trophy thing so they can start building up trophies. But we'll see. Who knows? We'll see what happens. It could be maybe too much for them because they got Europe, haven't they, this season? Yeah, so
they lost their best player.
And they have, like you said, lost their best player. Yeah.
They go Newcastle.
Callum Wilson. Yeah, Callum Wilson's gone for them, so they have lost their best player. You're right.
Who am I going? I'm going.
Who you going for League Cup?
Did you go Newcastle, Banks? Are you going to go Newcastle?
Yeah, I went Newcastle. Yeah, Newcastle League Cup.
Top Spur.
I was full going to pick Top Spur too, eh?
Back to back trophy seasons for Top Spur.
I reckon. Daniel Levy out as well. You can't forget. Like this is another thing you've got to take into consideration. Daniel Levy's gone.
Yeah,
the vibe
so what's happened?
Tottenham is
happened though?
It's going to be a bit of a balance. But he was just I thought he was the owner, like the real controlling owner.
That's what I thought.
I thought he was the owner as well, eh?
He was just the guy who ran the club.
He's got like
that's weird.
25% or
I
something.
think he
like that.
represented the owner, but he's now been replaced. So hopefully,
He was a good.
So
He's
what
a
are they
great
excited
businessman,
about?
bro. Fuck.
Yeah, so what are they excited about
He
then?
was a great
'Cause,
business
like-
person, I thought.
No, because they're like all going like, yeah, Levy out, bro. But then it's like, it starts off the ownership, not like, do you know what I mean? Like, yeah, all right, chairman, whatever, chairman is chairman at the end of the day, but it starts with the ownership, right? Like, you want them out initially if you're upset about like how your club's run, not I want my chairman out. I want to get a better chairman. He'll do better for us. What?
I just don't see why they're
Yeah.
complaining right now. They just won the cup. They just got a great new manager. They've signed some good players.
Such a
Like I don't
Spurs
see
thing
why
to
they
do.
want Daniel Levy out. Like he just did a good job, I think, right just in this window.
Yeah, probably
And he's
one
a
of their
great
better
businessman, bro.
windows.
Sells well and fucking buys like no, I'm not gonna say cheap because Richarlison was like 60 mil or something like that, but he used to buy good.
No, you know what? I feel like he does. He is a good businessman, but he's too much of a good businessman in that sense, where he does too much wheeling and dealing off the field, where it doesn't benefit the club in the way like the fans want. Do you know what I mean? Like they want to see it on success on the field, not we get the best concerts and we get the best. Do you know what I mean? Or we get NFL games that are like exposed. You know what I mean? Like that's the only thing Tottenham Stadium is known for. Like you know what I mean in the international stage. Like yeah, they have a
and
great
taking
stadium.
3 points from Man City.
Yeah, away, not at their home. So calm down. Get the hell out of here. I was talking about Tottenham Stadium.
All right. We'll move on then to the next ones, which will be top goal scorer of the EPL. Who we got?
Easy. Haaland.
Yeah, I went
you going,
Haaland as
Jacob?
well. I went Haaland as well. Yeah, I went Haaland.
Yeah. Oh yeah. I went Hugo Ekitike.
I was gonna go. Hugo. I was gonna put Isaac, but then I switched like right at the end, just before it started. And I went fucking
He
Haaland.
just hasn't. He hasn't played.
I was gonna go Salah
really
actually, because obviously.
Yeah, so was
He's ain't
I,
got
but I
the
just said. I don't know. I hope Salah
Yeah,
proves me
right.
wrong.
Top assists. I actually went Salah for this one.
Yeah, so did I.
I'm going Grealish.
Grealish?
Yeah. He's gonna get top assists.
That's who you need, bro. That's who you need right now.
No, I hope he does. So then, because we got a thing on his loan where we can bring him back whenever. So I hope he just fucking starts popping off, so Pep can fucking eat shit and have to bring him back.
Let him play like he wants to play.
That'll never happen.
No, it won't happen.
Right. Most clean sheets.
David
I
Raya.
went with that. Oh, he beat me to it. Same.
Who?
Raya.
Raya.
All right, all three of us went.
Besides Arsenal's defense, which fair enough they are really good at, that guy is a really good keeper in my opinion. Probably the best keeper in the Premier League.
Hey, he said
No.
Nah, who is it? Allison.
Allison, that's probably what you mean. Way better. Allison's a much better.
Allison's
keeper.
amazing.
But Allison doesn't get beat from 32 yards by Szoboszlai. I promise you that. No way.
No, but Allison
No
also
chance, bro.
What do you mean? I've seen Allison literally kick the ball right at who was it? Vinny Jr. multiple times. Yeah,
I
that's what
reckon
I'm saying.
Donnarumma would have saved that free kick. No.
Huh?
I had Donnarumma that.
Yeah, Donnarumma single-handedly took.
You know what? I'm changing mine. I'm going to go Donnarumma that. I'm going Donnarumma.
Well, you know what? Actually, now that you've said this, can I change my mind as well? I forgot about Donnarumma. Holy shit!
No, it's locked in, boys. It's locked in.
It's still Raya. It's still Raya for me.
I'm going Donnarumma. I don't care.
Oh fuck!
He's
got
can go
Donnarumma.
right. I want to switch up. All right. Cool. And obviously we'll do the
PFA.
What's it called? PFA. whoever gets the PFA Player of the Season.
I went with Rodri.
Brother, you're not getting it again.
Why not?
Salah.
All right, Rodri. I went Salah as well.
He has something to prove, you know what I mean? Because he didn't get to shine last season. So
Yeah, I went Salah as well.
Salah.
He's just too good at the moment.
Inevitable.
So I guess that's the big predictions done, I think. Yep.
Signings now.
We're gonna move on to our new little segment. We're just gonna quickly do for the transfer window. The Sue 7, lad. The Sue 7. Now we're gonna do the top 7 signings we think.
I can't believe we passed that
over the weekend.
But whatever.
But yeah, no, just the top 7 signings we think happened over the summer or window. Could be any team, but it's probably going to be mostly the top 6, 7 teams because they did make a lot of signings. So, who wants to take this one away? Because this one is really tough, and obviously it's going to be a little bit of a discussion. But yeah, we'll see what happens.
Who can take it away? Oh, I guess I'll go first then. So I'll start from the bottom, work my way to the top, obviously.
Why you reckon, obviously.
Yeah, why I reckon, what I think. All right. So at number 7, and I've gone for this player, not because he has that number on the back of his, I think he's wearing this number, but yeah, Vert. I've gone for Vert for number 7, signing of the season. Okay, hear me out. Yes, I've made some slight digs at him already on this show. Even to you, Joey, I've made some calls as well. But look, at the end of the day, I know I've seen this player's potential. I know how good he is. Yes, the price tag was massive, but from what I've seen,
and to be fair, I will say he probably isn't worth the amount of money that we paid for him. Like the basis of how good he is right now. And
and you can't judge that.
Can't forget is this kid is 22, and that's a lot of people forgetting. Like,
well, that's why I put him in my top 7 because, thank you, like you said, he's only 21, 22, right? He's come from a totally different league, and we can see what he can do. Like at the end of the day, when he plays, this kid is fantastic footballer, right? There was a reason why we were going for him, you know what I mean? And again, I'm not just putting him in my top 7 because Man City wanted him. No, I think he's a good player. That's why I put him in my top 7. Okay, next. This is going to sound funny, but I've gone for Frimpong for number 6. I think Frimpong is an amazing player. I think he's been slept on. And for the price, what was it? 25 million, 30 million?
30 million, 30 odd million, yeah.
That's ridiculous. That's absolutely ridiculous. That's a amazing signing, in my opinion. He's only 24. Correct me if I'm wrong. Could be more, could be less. Is that right? 24. From Frankfurt as well. Is that right? Was it Frankfurt or
Leverkusen?
No, it was Leverkusen. Yes,
from Leverkusen as well. Yeah.
Yeah, there we go. Like, so they could have easily been like, no, we want 70, 80 million, blah, blah, which he is, in my opinion, worth. But 35.
The race.
Like, just for that price. Yeah, okay. Yeah, just for that price. Well, that's what I mean. How come no one else went for him? You know what I mean? There's multiple.
No, that's,
like you said,
that's what they said. I think that was a bit of a reason why we had to pay a bit more for Verts.
Because of that really close thing.
Their director said he was annoyed that we got Frimpong for 30 million. He said because he's easily worth at least double that.
I think I heard something about that. Yeah, when I was watching one of my shows, and I think they mentioned that. But either way, 30 million just for that price tag. I think it's probably that's why I've put it above Ritz as well. I rate Frimpong as well. I would like when the season did start, like we were linked to him or anything, but when the names were thrown out there, this was that early transfer. I'm talking like Club World Cup, because the Club World Cup was on with the transfer window was open for a few teams. I was thinking, maybe we can look at Frimpong. But anyway, yeah, I got him at number 6 because I just think he's so good. I know he's injured at the moment now, but yeah, in my opinion, I know you're making a joke saying Szoboszlai is right back, but as soon as he comes back, yeah, look, he's a starter every day of the week. And yeah, look, just a really good signing and slept on as well, just because of like all the other signings Liverpool have made. Okay, so number 5, I finally got off the Liverpool train. I'm going for another surprising team that you might think I wouldn't go for, but I've picked number 5. I picked Eze. Eze, I think, is one of the probably one of the best players last season. He was, absolutely crucial for Crystal Palace last season, as we all know. A great player, a fantastic player, and to be honest, Arsenal got him for a bargain. You know what I mean? What was it? 60 million? 65, or was it? Yeah, that's crazy.
60, probably 65.
I can't believe
that on something.
Yeah, I can't believe they paid that for him, especially from
like 68 or something. I don't know the whole details of it, but it was somewhere around 68. So they ended up getting him for about 60. So but that was the going. I reckon 60 was the going price this window. Everyone was getting bought for about 50, 60. Everyone.
Yeah, but but that's what I mean. Like you were saying, everyone was getting bought for 60, but he was above everyone, in my opinion, just because the way he was playing last season. You know what I mean? Like he was.
I thought Mbeumo played better than him last season, and we got 67.
No, I don't feel like he did. Like Mbeumo was really good last season, but he wasn't at Eze's level. Like Eze literally carried Crystal Palace to an FA Cup. You know what I mean?
FA Cup goal,
yeah, and not even that.
And then he scored.
Watch the cup run. It's Eze scored in like most of their games. Him and Mateta scored him. I know they're the players that are up front
all the time.
Yeah, exactly. So look, at the end of the day, and look, Arsenal needed that player as well. Like they needed someone to, I wouldn't say be a backup to Saka, but like not like because like Saka,
where is he playing now? I think he needs to probably play in the 10.
Well, I don't know. I don't know where he plays at the moment. From what I know is like
they're gonna put him on the left wing.
Yeah, they're putting him as a left wing, but he's coming off the bench at the moment. Again, I don't know what they're doing with him.
Yeah, they haven't started him yet.
Yeah, exactly. They haven't actually started him yet. But I can just, like you said, they can play him in the 10. They can play him coming off the left wing onto, as like the second striker role. Even play the touchline striker if they want him to. Winger if they want him to. So, yeah, look, Eze, excellent signing for Arsenal for that price tag as well. And good potential. I know he's, what is he now? He's only 26 now. So, this is his prime years.
Like 28. Like 27, 28.
Yeah, well, there you go. This is his prime years now. You know what I mean? So his ceiling can only just go like this now until he gets to his 30s or whatever. You know what I mean? And then depend on longevity, whatever. So they've got him at like his best years, as you can see. Like that's, the performance he did last season. So if he can carry that into next season, then yeah, scenes. I don't know if you're here. So
I'm here. Sorry.
Okay, cool. No,
I'm just checking.
No,
what is it?
No, you're right.
So that's 92, 6. He's 27.
Yeah, 27.
Yeah, he's 27.
Yeah, that's what I mean. So this is his prime years, right? So like if they can continue, if they can get the same Isak and better from last season in this squad, I feel like Arsenal could definitely cook this season. Like Joey was saying, they'll definitely come out with a trophy because they're too good not to. Number 4, I've gone Isak. Yes, big price tag. Yes, took a while. Look, we all know what he's exactly.
Yeah, I've already told you the last 2 years.
This has the vibes of when we got Haaland. Do you know what I mean? And if not, I feel like even more because we know what Isak has done, right? Yes, not the same price tag, whatever, blah, blah, blah. But look, we know what he can do, right? He was so excellent for Newcastle last season. And not even last season. Since they've got him, he's been excellent. Yeah, at the end of the day, we can banter, we can joke.
It's
Yes,
the ball
big price
carrying,
tag,
it's the link up
whatever.
play, it's
But
the
like
shooting technique,
this
it's the
man,
speed.
yeah, like what you're just saying. Like he
He's
is
he's he's
reincarnate. Like they've said it multiple times, and I know it's a cliche, but this man is reincarnation of Henry. Let's face it. Like he plays like Henry. He has the style of Henry. Um, and now he's playing in this super team that Liverpool have assembled. Crazy to think that, yeah, like they've gone and signed him. And the only reason I put him fourth is just because, in my opinion, there is, look, they had other signings out there that were, in my opinion, a bit more better. But look, don't take it away from him. Amazing signing. I would have put him first, but if it happened earlier, maybe I would have paid it first. You know what I mean? But at the moment, just because of how long it took, whatever, all the all the drama, all the lead up that happened to it, maybe you could have even got him cheaper. But look, at the end of the day, fourth is pretty good. I feel like that's fair. And yeah, we move on. So third, I've gone João Pedro for Chelsea. I think that's a really, really good signing. I reckon it's just very slept on and dark horse signing, in my opinion, because and it happened really early too. So fair play to Chelsea. They got this done in when the Club World Cup was on, mind you. So a lot of people forgot about that. Yes, a bit pricey. I think what was it? How much was it?
like 50, I'm pretty sure, 50 or 60, one of
Oh,
them.
okay. I thought wasn't it like 55 or something with
Yeah,
add-ons or something? I can't.
that's
Okay,
still right.
55.
Like I said,
Let's
the
just say
going rate was like 60 for everybody.
okay.
Everyone
You know what? You know what? Yeah, you say that. That's even better. That's even like revamp my choice even more now to put him in third. So yeah, for 55 million, that's insane. That's a insane acquisition for Chelsea. I'm not gonna lie, and it's a smart buy for Chelsea, which is a weird one because
50.
usually Chelsea
Wait,
will just
let
go
me,
out
bro.
and
That's 50
yeah,
euros, so it would have been like 45,
40, yeah,
42,
45.
40,
Wow,
40.
that's actually really good. Fair play to them. So now even it seems like my pick's even more justified now. But yeah, look, João Pedro, we all know how good he is. And I feel like, look, it's funny to say that, yeah, Chelsea have made a lot of signings, whatever, but this man will improve them. We all know this. And by a lot, I feel like a lot of Chelsea signings they've made this like throughout this like Bowley era, that nothing has caught my attention besides the Cole Palmers. And even then, when they signed Cole Palmer, it wasn't like instant success, whatever. It took a while before, Palmer had to settle in, whatever, and make his name for himself like he did at Chelsea. But and all the others they've signed, even like Pedro Neto, all those, no one has caught my eye and gone like, oh, wow, this is a really good Chelsea signing until this one. João Pedro, in my opinion, really good signing. And yeah, look, I feel like he'll just come to deliver. He's already scored a few goals for them as well. Correct me if I'm wrong.
He's already scored a lot and assisted as well. He's been
Yeah.
playing
So look, he fits that system well, and the players around him seem to like enjoy playing with him as well. So look, I know it sounds silly, but yeah, he was that little missing piece that Chelsea needed, and they got what they got. So fair play to them. And like now that you said that he's 40 plus million, again, I'm not certain what it was. That's even more, even more spectacular by Chelsea. So fair play to them. Okay, so second, I've gone Reinders, and I'll explain why I've given Reinders as second signing. So all the last season, we were talking about if Rodri's out, look what happened to you. Look what happened to you. Honestly, I feel like this man is the replacement for Rodri when Rodri goes. Like not like goes like as in when Rodri retires. This man will take his shoes, in my opinion. I know I'm only going off by that first game, but don't forget this man was player of the season for Serie A, not AC Milan, all of Serie A as midfielder. You know what I mean? Which is actually crazy considering what Serie A has. You know what I mean? So look, at the end of the day,
they had Big Scott, lad, and he still beat Scott.
Yeah, Scott, exactly. No, look, at the end of the day, Reinders, I feel like, is very, very crucial to what we needed. You know what I mean? So, look, at the end of the day, He's like I don't know, like he can play the 10 role, and then he can also play the deep 6 role if he needs be. I just feel like not playing behind Rodri, but just as long as him and Rodri play the pivot role, and then do what we did with Fernandinho and Rodri when we had Fernandinho when he was the main man, and then Rodri was coming in, right? Do the same thing we were doing there. Have Rodri as the main man, have Mirandez just as behind him, whatever, and then learn from him so he can be like, all right, this is how we play. You know what I mean? Look, so again, 50, I think it was 55 million or something like that for again the Serie A player of the season from AC Milan. Great signing in my opinion for that price as well. I think only 25, 26 as well. So like we're talking about, this is his prime years. So if we can get him in his prime years and playing at those prime levels, I reckon amazing signing for the future coming. And like I said, if the cards are played right, this man is going to be the successor of Rodri and more some. You know what I mean? So I'm very happy with him. He's eased a lot of nerves that like coming into this season, like because I was thinking like no one will ever replace Rodri, right? But then again, I said that about Fernandinho and I said that about Yaya Toure. You know what I mean? So look, at the end of the day, there will always be someone there, but we just got to find the right one. And I feel like we have with this player. Again, early days. It's only one game I'm only critiquing, and not even one game because he did play well in the Club World Cup too. I saw him a bit there as well, but that were let's face they were glorified friendlies. But look, at the end of the day, just for my club, it's good to see that we look, to be fair, we made really good signings. And if it wasn't for the super squad over there that bought the league, I would have put more of them up there. You know what I mean? But I can't, because at the end of the day, they just made better signings. So you know what I mean? So what can I say? So look, Reinders second. All right. So first, drum roll, please. First, and I've gone with, believe it or not, he thought I would do it, but I'm never going to do it. I've gone Ekatike, number 1 for this signing, and I'll tell you why. So you might have thought it was Ryan. You might have thought it was Reinders. You might have thought it was Isak. Hell, you might even thought it was Wirtz, right? No, I'll tell you why it's Ekatike. So Ekatike, my opinion, is what Isak is. Not better. Okay, relax. Not better. But this man is what Isak is, but in a different package, right? And I feel like this player has been very slept on, and no one's like, yes, we've talked about it a little bit or whatever, and yes, people talk about it. But I feel like if this Isak saga wasn't happening, a lot more eyes and a lot more ears would be on this man. But because of this whole Isak saga and all this drama that's happened, no one's really seen it. And I feel like it's actually benefited him as well. You know what I mean? Because he's been under the radar. He's been able to perform, do what he's got to do. Honestly, I reckon not just the best signing this season. I reckon best signings Liverpool made in a while, in a very long time, in my opinion. He's honestly, how old is he? 21, 22? Not even, is he?
He's young.
He's young. I think he's only in his teens. I could be wrong. Correct me if I'm wrong. He's very young, 21, 22, 23, maybe even. So he's not even reached his prime potential yet, which is insane.
23.
How much did you pay for him?
£69 million.
69 million pounds. That's insane. Again, for a 21 million. Again, I feel like this player, I'm not even trying to shit on Wirtz. I'm not even trying to shit on Isak. Like I'm saying, this player is worth those price tags. But again, because no one knows about him, because he's so under the radar, he wasn't. You know what I mean? And Liverpool just whipped up and got him. They didn't they had that, and there was dramas between Newcastle. Like there was the whole thing that was Newcastle going to get him, whatever. And fair play Liverpool. They just went, we're going to take him. It's ours. It's our player. We want him. It's ours. See you later. And fair play. They did that, and in my opinion, that was a power move by them. So
I think touching on the transfer window this year, it's we've seen a complete shift in what us Liverpool fans have been used to in the last recent years. We've had the Caicedo, he turned us down, went to Chelsea. Lavia turned us down, went to Chelsea. Zubimendi turned us down, has gone to Arsenal. And then this year we've been on the receiving end of players wanting to come to us over other clubs, which has been good. And yeah, like it's an unprecedented transfer window for all Liverpool fans. Never seen anything like this before. It's been absolutely insane.
Well, look, my list
Yeah.
has 4 players, and again, I'm not even trying to be funny.
Yeah.
I'm not even trying to be like, oh, whatever. No, I can't. I can't. If I'm being real here, I wish I didn't have fucking 4 Liverpool players on my list. But how can I not put these players in my top 7 list? You know what I mean? Because half of them I would take at my club.
We
were looking at. You know what I mean?
I think anyone would. I think anyone would in world football at the moment.
Yeah, look, at the end of the day, this is probably. I'm trying to think the last time someone made and I'm not even trying to put it on you or whatever now. I'm just being serious here. I'm trying to think of someone that made a impact signing where it was okay, the last time I can think of 2012 us City. When we won the league, when we made those Aguero, and even then that wasn't at this caliber. Chelsea, I think maybe that you remember that 04-05 season when they went and just bought
that was probably of this caliber. That would have been of this caliber back then.
Ashley Cole.
I remember that. They just went nuts and bought but they had Balak, Shevchenko, Crespo, they went nuts, man.
They went mental, and then they bought all these other good players from the Wiggins, even some from us. They bought Phillips and shit. I remember. So they just bought the super team. Yeah, so that's the same caliber in my opinion to this signing that Liverpool have done.
Yeah,
I remember last time that someone did this, but that was probably the only last time. But fair play.
Hopefully
that's what I have on my list. Again,
hopefully
that's
it works
what I
out.
got.
All right.
Yeah, see what happens.
I'll jump onto my list. I got a few. Look, there's a couple. Look, majority of the players I have on my list were exactly the ones that you've had on your list, so I won't touch on them a whole heap. But there is a couple that aren't on there. So number 7, I've gone Xavi Simons. Based on the fact he's an exciting player in the Bundesliga, he's turned it up for his national team as well. Good shout. And I just feel like he's gonna have the run of the green in the 10 position at Tottenham. James Matter's out for months now. I just feel like he's going to get a good run, and he's got some good players around him now at Tottenham. A good coach. Brentford played beautiful football under Frank, lots of attacking football. So I expect to see the same with Tottenham, if not more. And he's got better players doing it now. So yeah, Xavi Simons definitely up there. Number 6, I've gone for Man United's goalkeeper, the new goalkeeper, Lemons, just based purely on the fact that he can't be as shit as what they've got now. So that's definitely going to be an improvement.
I'm still going to do that too, but I didn't want to.
Sure. He's going to be on there. I just...
That's an insane shout, but it's so real as well.
They're gonna have improvement there. Definitely.
But that's cheating as well a little bit because
that's so funny. I was going to just for that reason, bro. I was
that's cheating a little bit, whatever.
Unless if they sign another Onana or something, it's I'll die. But anyway, so that's number 6 for me. Number 5, I've gone for Flo Wirtz. I put him a little bit down on the list based on the fact that I'm not sure if we're going to see his full impact this year. Like I said, he's a young player, one for the future. I definitely think he's going to step his game up from what people have seen in the last few games. But based on the other players I'm looking at the list, I just can't put him ahead of them in terms of the impact he's going to bring, based on the fact as well that we had Soberside there last year who played pretty decently. He definitely upped his game last year, Soberside, created a lot of goals. So, yeah, still going to be a good player. So that was number 5. Number 4, I've gone João Pedro. Same reason. He just looks deadly at the moment. probably what Chelsea would have been missing. Zé had just fitted in effortlessly, and I expect him to be the forefront of all things good for Chelsea this year. So put him up there. Number 3, definitely put Eze on there. He's a great player. He was just incredible for Crystal Palace last year. Look, I wouldn't say single-handedly because I'd say there were other players in the team that were just as important, just obviously didn't come up with the goals or assists. You got Mark Gay at the back, you got Adam Wharton in midfield, and you got him. They're a 3-man team. But yeah, so definitely going to be something that Arsenal probably don't have at the moment either. By the looks of it, they're going to be playing him on the left as well. So if you think of an attack of Eze, Gyökeres is shit, but yeah, we'll put him in there for just the sake of it, and then Saka on the right. It's Arsenal. That's the wingers are scary. Then it is. They do have good wingers on both sides. Then. So I've gone Eze there. Number 2,
I'll take
I've
the
gone
wingers.
big man. Number 2, I've gone big man Isaac. Put him number 2 based on if he had a whole preseason, had time to blend in, didn't miss the first 3 games of the season off the bat. He's going to have a lot of eyes on him, a lot of pressure. Still going to think he's deliver. I honestly think he's the type of player that's going to thrive off this type of situation. Looks a bit arrogant. Seen his interview, man, a few words. Looks hungry, but just going to take him a bit of time to get up to speed and obviously work out how everyone plays. But yeah, definitely going to be a good signing. And number 1, funny enough, gone the same as Banks, Hugo Ekitike. If just like I'd say, he's probably Nunez replacement. Big upgrade. All respect to Nunez. Premier League champion. He did single-handedly win us some games, but I think Hugo's already shown us in these few games what he can do, what Nunez couldn't do. The link-up play, the drop deep, the just holding up the ball, the attracting defenders, the movement, the vision of a pass, the flicks, the goals, the first-time finishes. He's been great. Even against Arsenal, they were getting stuck into him. I think he really got a taste of English football in that game. Obviously, Arsenal's defense is super aggressive, as we all know, but he done well still.
I was going to say, did he play shit in that game, or did he get a yellow card or something?
So
I only got 1 point. I got 1 point for him in my fantasy. That's why I'm asking. So
yeah, well, it's just one of them things. Like I wouldn't say he played shit because we didn't. Both teams' attacking lines didn't really see a whole heap of the ball in dangerous situations. But he did look. He didn't like. You wouldn't have looked at his performance with how everyone on the pitch played and said he played shit. He just played in line with everyone. He didn't stand out. Yeah. He didn't have a standout performance. But Arsenal's defenders, obviously had to stop him. And he didn't get much service. Like he didn't get a chance to run at one-on-one or anything like that. So can't judge him. He's done well in these other games. Got a good goals and assist return so far. So yeah, he's tops my list.
Fair enough. Yeah, can't argue there.
Yeah. Hugo number 1.
Hugo Ekitike.
Well, looks like Lee's to do mine. Mine's sort of a little bit similar as well, so I won't get into full detail because you two have mostly said most of them. So my number 7, this one, I'll give my team a little bit of a shout. I went with Cunha, only because
I had Cunha. It was in debate in my mind as well.
Yeah, there was a few people in number 7. The only reason why I got him 7 was because it's my team, and I think that's exactly what we sort of needed. Someone that can actually carry the ball, turn a defender, turn a player, create, score, and actually drop deep. And yeah, I think that's exactly what we've needed for a while. Every time we've played him, he's absolutely destroyed my whole midfield and defense. So it's the reason why I've gone for Cunha at 7. It's because I think exactly what we've definitely needed for a while. Someone that can actually carry the ball. Bruno usually just hits and hopes, so this is definitely a little bit different mix up of how our midfielders usually play. So I think that's exactly what we needed. Number 6, I actually went for Cherky. Sort of the same reasons. Last season, I played him in the Europa League twice, and he absolutely ripped my team up. For the price as well, I think it was what 30, 35 or whatever, however much he's got him
That's
for.
cheap.
I think that was
Was
a
cheap.
very
I
good
did.
buy.
It was in the toss-up list as well, definitely. But
And I think that's where your secondary
I'm just
goals
not
are going to be
sure if
coming
Pep's
from.
going to give him. Pep notoriously doesn't give these players the platform to shine. That's just
Mine's
the one
mainly
off.
because of the
That's
price
just
too.
when I look at it. I don't know. I just don't, like he's a great player, but I just historically he's not a Pep player, in my opinion. But
Understand. I just feel like he's probably going to be the ones that will be scoring the other goals other than Haaland for you. Because, like
for
you said, I don't
George,
really.
but I hope you can only hope that Pep lets him off the leash, really, because if you let him off the leash,
He's
he's
out for 2
definitely a
months,
player.
isn't he, Banks?
No,
Out for 2 months at the moment.
I was gonna say he's out for a month or so. Yeah, like you
Yeah,
said.
but I didn't really
Why-
factor that in. I just thought because of the
Lucky.
price, I thought he was a great player. I think he should be
Yeah.
scoring some goals for you.
It's funny, like you said, you've probably seen more gameplay of him than I have, because of those 2
I watched
games or
him
whatever.
twice last season.
Yeah,
Only twice
yeah,
last season, but
like
he
I've
absolutely
actually,
ripped my team up.
besides that 20-minute cameo and that game against Spurs, that's the only gameplay I've actually saw of him. You know what I mean? So, like at the end of the day, I definitely agree with you, and I probably would have put him higher on my list, but
He's
I
got a
haven't
good
seen
left
enough of
foot,
him.
got a good right
Yeah,
foot.
I haven't
He's
seen.
tricky. He's
Yeah.
got great touch. Like, So that's the reason why I put him at 6, plus especially for the price as well. I just feel like if he does get a good run with Pep, he's going to be a secondary goal
Look, I feel
scorer.
like he can. Yeah, look, I feel like he can definitely, like you said,
Or
be.
Mamush. Not Mamush as like 6, but one of them two
No,
going to be scoring the goals.
I feel like not even that. He'll be that. When Foden was a couple of seasons ago when he was just scoring heaps of goals, he can be that role. Do you know what I mean? Like he can do that. Say if he like you said he plays that. If he plays the way he plays,
He gets to run a game.
again, yeah, get that run again. But we'll see. Like what Yusuf was saying, sometimes Pep is weird. Like he might go and score 3 goals right in a game, and then Pep will bench him for 2 games in a row or something.
Yeah, exactly what he would do with Mahrez.
I've seen that multiple. Yeah, exactly. I've seen that multiple times because Mahrez used to go do weird step overs or something. Maybe Pep didn't like that. He's benched for fucking 2 games. So I hope he doesn't do that. We'll see.
So number 5, I ended up putting Verts here. So I've gone Verts with number 5.
He's not putting him high up on the list.
I thought fifth was sort of all right. Only because the price tag is big, but he is young. Not a good prospect, a great prospect. He's very good for Germany. Went with the undefeated Bundesliga, Bayern team, Bayern Leverkusen team that season, 2 seasons ago, I think it was, or was it? Yeah, it wasn't last season. It was 2 seasons ago.
2 seasons ago.
So
they won everything.
I think he is going to be very good for them, even though he hasn't started off well. But we've seen him before, especially in against Germany as well. With Germany, I mean. So I think Verts is going to be pretty good for Liverpool. He's just got to take some time to get used to the physicality in the Premier League. Really, that's all it is. And once he gets going, I reckon he'll start getting a lot of assists, especially with Isaac coming in, and Salah, obviously. Number 4.
They'll take the pressure off him.
Yeah, he doesn't. There's not really much everyone's giving him shit now because he went for 2-3 games. Not the second half apparently.
That's what I mean. Like the pressure will come off him now.
But he's got. If they're still
around him.
winning, it doesn't really matter if they're still winning. So the pressure's going to come off if they just keep winning games and Salah keeps scoring or Hugo just keeps scoring or now Isaac. Or Szoboszlai hits fucking 32-yard free kicks from God knows where. Hitting so he's definitely going to be good. Number 4, I've actually mixed it up. I've gone with Gyökeres. I think it's what Arsenal needed Arsenal needed the striker like they've been whinging about for the last 3 seasons. They didn't get him for like it wasn't a big price tag as well. Like everyone's been going for 60. Like I said, the going rate this season has been 60, and I think they got him for 55 or 50 around there. So especially for how many goals he scored, I know it's was the bottom half of the league that he scored all the goals against, but we did see that little. I know your team was shit last season, but he still put 3 goals on against yous, and like he did actually look pretty good in that game. So
I feel like I'd even argue, I'd say that's what started off, not his career, but like that's why everyone started looking at him, and from that game,
yeah,
yeah, like you know what I mean, like
they went off.
like
I think
all,
he went off 2 seasons ago, and they won the league when Amram was there, and
yeah,
then obviously all eyes were on them, and then they started playing. Then the start of the last season, they beat yous, so they got really glued on, and then he just went off from
because
there.
I
But
can
like I
tell you
said,
right now, no one ever mentioned his name before that City game, and then all of a sudden, I could pronounce his name all of a sudden. Before that, I was like, "Who the frick is this guy? I can't even
that's
say his
for heaps
name
of
right."
people. They all have a good game against someone, and then that's how they sort of
Yeah,
start becoming a star.
yeah. I
But
mean, well, that's how Nunes got signed. He
with
scored 3
like you
goals
said,
against
like you've
Liverpool.
been saying, Eze is a great signing for them. But I just thought I put Jokeres in there
Yeah,
for my
fair enough.
Arsenal siding with
You know what?
Eze,
It's a good,
with Saka, with
it's a good shout.
should be Odegaard. He should be scoring a lot of goals. So that's just who I think should be like who I think is a great signing for Arsenal because, like I said, they've been whinging for the last 3 years that they got no striker, and they finally got one. So he should be banging in the goals. If even if it is against the bottom half of the league teams, and he starts scoring all them goals against like Fulham and all them, like you said, Burnley, Leeds, and all stuff like that, he's come to do his job, which is score goals. So
You know what? This is
um,
also a little bit of a. I'm just making a joke, but this is also a bit of a cheap pick as well. I think this is like the same as the keeper scenario. You pick Jokeres, he's going to be better than freaking Havertz
yeah,
already. You know what I mean?
Jesus,
So
yeah,
yeah,
better than
Jesus,
Havertz,
you know,
yeah.
yeah. So it's
Yeah,
already an upgrade
exactly.
already.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I swear I was
yeah.
gonna
Like,
do that keeper one for my 7-8 just to
oh,
like put one of my players in. I was gonna
no,
put
that's
him
funny.
instead of Cunha. But number 3, looks like we've all sort of gone around 3 and 4 for this guy, João Pedro.
Mm,
I actually put
yeah,
João Pedro as well because exactly what you've all been saying. He is a great
mm,
buy for Chelsea, and he's already
very good
started off
point.
well with them. So
Mm,
that was my 3. Number 2, I actually went for Frimpong for number 2.
mm,
Frimpong, most of the reasons why you said cheap buy, I think he's really good, eh? I think Frimpong
yeah,
is
he's great.
absolutely amazing, eh? For a right
Mm.
back, might be
Or he's a really good right back, and he can play right wing
he's
like
a
he used
really
to
good
play.
right back. Yeah,
Yeah,
I think Frimpong's a great buy. Um, I really got pissed off when I seen them go for Frimpong because I didn't want them
yeah,
to get him, but they got him straight away, and it was really early. So
yeah.
I
They got
put
that business
Frimpong in
done
as number
really
2.
early.
Because yeah, I think he's a great replacement for Trent. And yeah, sorry, but I did have Hugo for number 7. That's where I was going to put Hugo, but I needed to get one of my guys in. So number 1 is my
Mm.
man Isaac.
Isak,
Bro, I've
Isak.
told you I'm pretty sure the last 2 years, with every single time we've brought anything up with Isaac, I've said he's one of my favorite strikers in the league, and
Mm,
now he's gone to my rivals. I
mm.
don't like
And
it
now,
because
now he's not your favorite striker.
no, he's
There
not
you
my
go.
favorite striker. No, he's not. He's
Yeah,
definitely not my favorite striker anymore. But every
he's
time I've
good.
watched this guy,
Mm,
like I said, I've just said when you were talking about him, the pace, the power, the touch,
mm,
the link up
mhm,
play, like the
mhm.
shooting technique. He's amazing, eh? He's
It's
absolutely
crazy.
great.
It's crazy. And I can't believe they've gone and signed him already to like added on to whatever like already they have. So it's insane. But yeah, look, the only downfall of this whole like Isak thing is they should if they'd done this
Yeah, he came
earlier. Other
late.
than that,
Yeah,
yeah, it came late. That's
yeah.
the only bad thing about this signing. Like you know what I mean? Like yeah, we can
Yeah,
joke
that
about
that sort of
and
didn't even bother
we can
factoring
joke
in. I just like
about
I
it.
said, it's because only reason because I've absolutely like
Mm,
I loved this guy. Not love like fucking what we mean, but like love watching this
Yeah,
guy play. And now
yeah.
now I got to watch them play for Liverpool, so I'm absolutely gonna hate watching them play now. So
Look,
that's
all
my
I can
number one
say is,
signing.
he's going to be the second best Scandinavian striker in the league now. So it's all right. After number one.
Who's number one? Gyökeres?
Yo, he's not Scandinavian. Oh, yeah, he is. Oh,
That's why I said it just to throw it in there with your little how you thought I was gonna say Haaland.
I was gonna be like, hey, he's okay.
Yeah, well, who plays for who's the Sweden striker right now? Nah, they play both.
They're
up.
both
They play
Swedish. Yeah, they're
too.
both Swedish strikers.
Yeah, they
That's
both. I'm
insane.
pretty sure they both play as well. Isaac and
Yeah.
Gyökeres. I'm pretty sure. I don't know if they play 4-4-2 or something, but
in my opinion, I just prefer Norwegians. In my opinion, it's just like a personal
Norwegians.
preference.
I used to like people from Denmark, but we got rid of them. Now I'm Slovakian. Yeah.
That's funny. Oh well, yeah, that was a good show. Anything else to add on? That's it. All the
Maybe we might
predictions.
we might leave our little expectations for our club next one because it's already been an hour and a half, which is a bit long.
Yeah,
Probably one of our
sweet.
longest shows so far.
Yeah,
So
fucking hell.
maybe before we
I'm
do
glad
the
everyone's-
previews of our games, we'll quickly get over what we expect from our team, where we think. Oh, we already said where we think we're gonna. Most of them's gonna come, but obviously we haven't heard like where we think other teams are gonna come. Like my team, obviously, for example, because we're definitely not making top 5, maybe not even top 6. So yeah, we'll quickly discuss where we think our teams will end up or our expectations really before our previews next year.
Yeah, sounds good. Well, I'm definitely down for that. Gives me some time, or it gives me a week or so to recuperate, so I can get my thoughts. You know what I mean? Because I was just gonna say first, just to be petty. But now I'm not gonna. Now I'm not gonna do that.
My petty Arsenal's pick is very petty because I just don't want to see Liverpool win 21. So I was going to pick Hughes, but then again, I just don't want to see Hughes win either. So
Yeah, okay. I don't blame you. I wouldn't pick Hughes either. So
yeah, exactly.
Fair is fair. You know what I mean? Fair is fair. No, look,
But
good
Brentford,
episode.
that's a crazy.
What?
I don't know. I just don't feel like they're going to drop a.
Man, they've lost everyone. They've lost their manager. They've lost their best players. I can't see them. They haven't really bolstered. So yeah, see you later, Brentford. Yeah, they won recently, but nah, not good enough. See you later. Bye bye. But yeah, they could prove me wrong. We'll see.
Yeah, we all could be wrong for a lot of things. So, like I said, it's just our prediction.
Hey, we're not really good. We don't get.
We're not from England, so
right.
we don't get good.
No, not even that. We don't get things right most of the time anyway. So
sometimes we do.
we gotta look. We throw some shit on the wall and see what sticks, and sometimes it does stick. Sometimes it doesn't.
I like that.
So, yeah. Anyway, take it away, host. Take it away.
Thanks for watching, guys. Again, remember, like and subscribe. Should be saying that all the time, but I keep forgetting. We all keep forgetting.
Yeah, we all forget.
Smash button, hit that subscribe so you always check out our content. Yeah, thanks for watching. Hopefully, we will be back maybe next Friday, Saturday. It depends. We just got to see our schedules. But yeah, we'll definitely be back next week. So we'll see you then. 3 lads. We're out.
Meantime, peace. Middle East. Let's go. All right.